A friend spent nearly $2,000 fixing what he thought was bad water. His glasses still came out cloudy, the shower still left white crust, and the water tasted exactly the same. The equipment wasn't defective, he had simply bought a filter for a hardness problem. That mistake is surprisingly easy to make because filters and softeners are often sold as if they do the same job. They don't. Let me explain what each system actually treats, what it cannot treat, and how to know whether your home needs one, the other, or both. The basic difference: a water softener deals with hardness, while a water filter deals with impurities or contaminants. Hard water contains elevated levels of dissolved minerals, mainly calcium and magnesium. Those minerals are responsible for scale around faucets, cloudy glassware, stiff laundry, soap that refuses to lather properly, and mineral deposits inside appliances. A softener is designed specifically to reduce those hardness minerals. A filter has a different assignment. Depending on its design, it may reduce sediment, chlorine, unpleasant tastes, odors, chemicals, metals, microorganisms, or a combination of these. One system protects against mineral buildup, the other targets unwanted substances in the water. They may sit beside each other in the same treatment setup, but they are not interchangeable. What each system removes. A conventional water softener mainly removes calcium and magnesium through a process called ion exchange. Inside the softener is a tank filled with resin beads. As hard water passes through, the resin captures hardness minerals and exchanges them for sodium or potassium ions. Eventually, the resin becomes saturated and must be regenerated, usually with a salt solution. The result is softened water, but not necessarily purified water. If the original water contains chlorine, sediment, pesticides, bacteria, or other contaminants, a standard softener is not designed to remove all of them. A water filter can target a much wider range of substances, but only if it contains the correct filtration technology. Activated carbon can reduce chlorine and improve taste and odor. Sediment cartridges capture particles such as sand, rust, and dirt. Reverse osmosis membranes can reduce many dissolved substances. Ultraviolet systems are used to inactivate certain microorganisms. Iron filters, acid neutralizers, and other specialized systems handle different water conditions. Calling something a water filter does not tell you exactly what it removes. You need to check the filter type, performance claims, and certification. Problems they solve. A softener is the right tool when the problem appears as scale. You may notice white or chalky deposits on shower heads and faucets. Drinking glasses may look cloudy after washing. Soap and shampoo may feel less effective, while skin and hair can feel different after bathing. Inside the home, hardness minerals can accumulate in pipes, water heaters, washing machines, dishwashers, and coffee makers. That buildup may reduce efficiency and shorten the useful life of equipment. A softener attacks the cause by reducing the calcium and magnesium entering the plumbing. A filter makes more sense when the complaints involve water quality rather than hardness. Perhaps the water smells like chlorine, tastes metallic, contains visible particles, or leaves rusty stains. Maybe a water report or laboratory test has identified lead, arsenic, nitrates, microorganisms, or another concern. The correct filter can target those specific problems, but here is the trap. A filter that improves taste may not remove a dangerous contaminant, and a filter that captures sediment may do nothing about dissolved chemicals. The system must match the substance you want to reduce. Drinking water quality. A softener should not automatically be treated as a drinking water purifier. It can change the mineral composition and solve frustrating hard water problems, but it does not provide broad protection against every contaminant. Softened water may still contain chlorine, sediment, microorganisms, or unwanted chemicals that were present before treatment. That distinction matters because clearer-looking water is not always safer water. A properly selected filter can improve taste, smell, appearance, and, depending on the technology, drinking water quality. Yet no single filter removes everything. A basic carbon filter, for example, serves a different purpose from a reverse osmosis system or ultraviolet unit. Before buying, look for independently verified performance claims that name the contaminants the product is certified to reduce. Avoid vague promises such as pure water or removes toxins. Those phrases sound reassuring, but they tell you very little about what the equipment can actually do. Plumbing and appliances. A water softener usually provides the greater benefit when your main concern is protecting plumbing and water-using appliances from scale. By reducing hardness minerals, it can limit deposits inside pipes, heating elements, shower heads, kettles, and other equipment. This is especially relevant for water heaters because mineral buildup can interfere with heat transfer. Soft water also allows soaps and detergents to work more effectively, so households may find that they can use smaller amounts. A whole house filter can also protect equipment, but from different threats. A sediment filter can stop sand, rust, and debris from reaching fixtures and appliances. An iron filter can address iron that causes staining and buildup. A carbon system may reduce chlorine, taste, and odor throughout the home. What a standard filter normally cannot do is prevent calcium and magnesium scale. If scale is the enemy, filtration alone is often the wrong defense. Water feel and taste. Softened water often feels smoother or slipperier during washing. Some people like that sensation immediately, others assume the soap has not rinsed away. In reality, hard water minerals can react with soap and leave residue, while softened water allows the soap to rinse differently. Softening may also reduce spotting on dishes and fixtures. However, it generally does not transform unpleasant taste or odor caused by chlorine, sulfur, or other substances. Filtration is more likely to produce a noticeable change in taste and smell, particularly when activated carbon is involved. If tap water has a swimming pool odor or an unpleasant flavor, an appropriate filter may make it more enjoyable to drink. It usually will not create the distinctive smooth feeling associated with softened water, and it will not stop hardness spots unless it includes technology designed to reduce those minerals. Once again, the visible result depends on the problem being treated. Maintenance requirements. A salt-based softener needs regular attention. Salt must be added to the brine tank, and the system periodically runs a regeneration cycle to clean and recharge the resin. Owners should also watch for salt bridging, inspect the brine tank, and arrange servicing when performance declines. Salt-free conditioners are sometimes marketed as softeners, but many condition minerals rather than removing them, so their results can differ from conventional ion exchange systems. Filter maintenance depends on the equipment. Sediment and carbon cartridges need replacement after a specified time or capacity. Reverse osmosis systems require periodic filter and membrane changes. Ultraviolet systems need lamp replacement and a clean sleeve to operate correctly. Ignoring maintenance can reduce flow and treatment performance. The cheapest system on the shelf may become expensive if replacement cartridges are costly, difficult to find, or needed unusually often. How to choose. Start with the symptoms, but do not stop there. White scale, soap scum, spotted dishes, and mineral buildup strongly suggest hardness. Bad taste, chlorine odor, visible particles, unusual staining, or failed water quality test point toward filtration. Because several problems can exist at once, a proper water test is the smartest first step. Testing replaces guesswork with actual measurements and helps prevent the expensive mistake of buying equipment for the wrong problem. If the test shows hardness but no contaminant issue, choose a correctly sized softener. If it identifies a specific contaminant, select a filter certified or otherwise proven to reduce it at the measured concentration. If the water is both hard and contaminated, you may need both systems. In a combined setup, pre-treatment such as sediment or iron filtration is often placed before the softener to protect its resin, although the correct order depends on the complete water analysis and equipment design. Bottom line, a softener protects your home from hardness. A filter improves water by reducing the specific impurities it was built to address. The softener is the better choice for scale, soap scum, mineral spots, and appliance buildup. The filter is the better choice for sediment, chlorine, unpleasant taste, odor, and identified contaminants. Neither should be expected to perform the other's job. So before comparing tank sizes, flow rates, brands, or prices, test the water and define the problem. That one step turns a confusing purchase into a practical decision. You may need a softener, a filter, or both. What you do not need is an expensive machine solving a problem your water never had.